All right, friends, there is several sure things every year at fair time. Number one is you're bound to have miserably hot weather, at least for a few of the days. That always happens. That happened. You're bound to have at least one day where there's a total gully washer storm that destroys tents and everything. We had that. And then the number three thing that you can always count on during fair time is that my lawnmower quits. And sure enough, that is what has happened. And so we're going to try to fix that thing right after this. Welcome back, friends. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Rouse the Oliver Man, and my dear little turf tiger here developed a sad problem. I was mowing happily along. It's obviously been long enough now that it's grown back up. And all at once it started to not move. And then I look back and there's a huge cloud going. And so based on what I saw, I believe that what has happened is the rear main seal on this engine has blown out. And engine oil was shooting back and it coated the belts and it won't pull itself. And of course that night it was dark and burning hot. The engine oil dipstick plays that theory out because there's hardly any oil in it now. So I have the part. I went ahead and ordered said parts. And so now what we're going to do is we got to get this up to an area where we can work on it, because I don't want to work on it out here in the middle of nowhere. Take the mountain to Muhammad instead of Muhammad to the mountain or whatever. I'm trying to look and see. There we go. There are lockouts on these hydros that you have to turn to get that to go. This one's on top. I need to do what they did on the other one and put a bolt in there so you can just do it without tools. But anyway, friends, did we need this trouble? Not really, but this trouble found us, and so that's what we're gonna do. I think that the easiest course of action here would be to get a loader tractor that has a chain, and then we can back up and pull it with us and do what we got to do. We got so much stuff to do. Every year, fair time, that's another thing you can count on, is that you get way behind in what you need to do, especially grass mowing. But anyway, we just got to do our best to catch up, and that's all we can do. Side detour here. Another thing we got to do is get the electric fixed out here, because we're having a lot of trouble with, oh, look at this. It ain't even working now at all. So did it go totally dead already? I swapped batteries, and what I guess is happening is, oh, that's the solar panel. Okay. Oh, there's some struggle bus issues there. It acts like there's a problem with the fence, but it could also be the battery's dead. And this little solar panel idea was working great. Unfortunately, a calf must have got out and stepped on it, and that's all she wrote. So we got to get another one of these out of the box and do that and make the fence work, because right now it's not working. Oh, friends, anyway, that electric fence is an off-camera project because I'm over it. We just got so much to do. I'm going to turn on here in a minute, before we work on the mower, battery charger. I got the other battery that was on there. I guess I'll put it on the electric battery charger and get it charged up. Then I'll get another solar panel, and when I swap it back out, because that solar panel did actually keep that battery charged, because this obviously did nothing. What I mean is, it wasn't that long ago that I swapped the batteries, and if this one's already dead, then that means that solar panel really was keeping up with keeping that battery full. So that was a good idea, whoever had that and said, why don't you use the solar panel? So we got to do that again. Come on, baby doll. You haven't run in a long time. We need to work on this too. Our loader is not in good shape. Also, a fun thing, which I'll probably take care of first real quick, the wind blew another tree down. So if I had had my electric fixed, it would have been tore down again. So I have to get these trees cut too. We'll just dump it here, push the problem off to another day. Or not. There we go. Alright. Let's see. Maybe we can pull a chunk out of the frame while we're at it. That would be about right, wouldn't it? Why is that? Oh. See, dummy? You're already screwed up. Unpark. Now it's gonna roll. Get it out of the weeds. Was it graceful? No. Even found our wire loom, which I forgot was laying up here, and then the storm blew it away. So yeah, it was not graceful, but we got it up here. Now all we have to do is everything. Yeah, we also managed to, whatever, we'll deal with that later. We picked up some cardboard. That's fine. That's fine. Actually, too bad that cardboard's not free, because I could probably sit on the ground. It'd be easier. I'd be at the more appropriate working height here. Now I've been up my nice little shield that I bought. But that's okay. We're gonna have to get that clutch off of there. And I don't know how much of a struggle bus that's gonna be. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Alright. Gotta get this funny clip out of there. That's gonna be an act of Congress, isn't it? I'm not exactly sure I'm gonna get that away from there. I think you have to go this way. Yeah. There we go. Okay. That'll take that loose. If only a guy had a magnetic something that he could put parts in. You know? If only something like that existed. And he had one. He has about 15 of them or more. And they've always got something in them. Okay. Let's see if this will come off of here without an impact. I bet not. Okay. So that's a no-go. So I need to go get the impact 5/8 socket and see if I can get that loose. I don't really know how this whole assembly comes off. I know there's an idler behind there that this spring is pulling on. Then you got these belts. And I don't know, oh yeah, I can see that. Pretty sure I can see that seal right now, and it's popped all the way out. So let's get cracking. Let me go grab the impact and see if we can't buzz that off of there. It looks like it's been replaced in recent years, so maybe it'll come right off. I don't know. Okay. Friends, say it with me. Okay. We'll get it. Oh, a lot longer than I thought. Blue Loctite even. Oh, gonna slide off of there. Should have probably got the tension off the belt, shouldn't we? Okay, good. There is a, I thought there was a square hole for appropriate ratchet things. So if we lift up on this, we should be able to get this belt off. Which I should have spares of all these belts if we find that we can't get them dry to reuse them, which is a shame because I think I just put them on there not that long ago. Oh, don't lose that, dum-dum. I wonder if it would work if I don't really have any oil dry though to put them in right now. Sometimes you can dry stuff out that way. Maybe I just need to put the new ones on and save those and table it till later on. This back one is the one that was slipping because it is soaked. It is soaked. And we probably put that one on last year too because we had that hydro all apart. I don't even know if you can get that. Can you get that out of there without? I guess if you do that number there, like if I would pull that out of there. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. You can't. It's a delicate dance, friends. Delicate dance to get the belts out. Let's do this. Let's put this on here. Oh, nope. There we go. There we go. That should be off of there. Oh, it's like the other, well, no. Somehow Ross misjudged that and didn't get that the right way. That's fine. There. Okay. Belt delete. I would love for this to come off. Okay, it's got a set screw. Does it have two? No, just one. Are we gonna know what size it is? Probably not. Why? Because that's how life works, friends. That's how life works. I think I have some new, they're long though, socket Allen wrenches that we got at the farm machinery show one year. I think I got them down there. It also looks like this is the seal we're going to be using. And it looks, if you see there, so you can see the problem right now. That seal is popped totally out of there. And so it's letting the oil come every which way. And that is a common problem on these Kohlers, according to all of the people on the interweb. So I'm guessing what I better do is I better get the Allen sockets, and then I better also get the bucket O pullers, because I have a feeling that we're going to be pulling on this to get it to come off, you know. Luckily our hydro from last year seems to be doing the thing appropriately. It just all at once, it made a big mess in here, and it was like right now, you know, it just let loose and started dumping all of the oil. So that's okay. At least we found the problem, and I think I have what it takes to fix it, which is just, that seems not right. So something major will go wrong before this process is over. We'll probably break that pulley or something, because why not? at this point, friends. Why not? Let me go grab some more stuff and we will try to make this happen. All right, welcome back to the Low Intelligence Show. We'll see if we can, you know, hold your expectations to the same low level that you're accustomed. Because, yeah, why not? Why not? I'm sure more trouble will be happening soon. So don't worry if you're thinking it's going so great and you're not used to that. That's okay. I'm not used to it either. Now that acts like there's not one in here, but guess what, friends? There is. This ain't my first day on the earth. I knew that there would be another one. And if we do this right, we'll twist one off. Now, would this just happen to walk up? Oh, what luck, friends. What luck. Didn't even need a puller. Didn't even need it. Now, the question is that won't affect the seal. Or yeah, it will. It's got a spacer in there. Okay, good. Now there's what we were waiting on. Losing pieces? No, I got it. Okay, spacer. The spacer is actually, is the spacer the sealing surface? No. No, the spacer goes up against there. There's our seal of failure. And what we got going here, I guess it didn't even tear the seal, it just pushed it out, I guess is the problem. You can see it's got like a drain back there. It's not even supposed to be a full pressure oil thing. It's just the draining of the oil and it comes off of there. So, struggle, yeah. I'm going to, I feel like I should probably brake clean in there to make sure that that's really clean. But then part of me says no, in this case, because it does look pretty clean already. That needs to be cleaned up though. We need to clean that. And then I'm gonna put some number 2 Permatex around the new seal outside to try to hold it in there better. Because we don't want to have to do this again and again and again. But I also want to make sure that we want to get on a good sealing surface too, you know. We don't want this right at the edge, but also we can't block that hole, so you can't go too far back. It is drilled at an angle, so even if the seal was all the way against it, there would still be some open that it could go in there, but that's not, no, that's not, we don't want to do that, you know what I mean? I want to look at one of the new ones too, and try to decide, do I want to try to find a puller, or do I want, or not a puller, you know what I mean, a driver, or do I think that I can just take the hammer and go roundy round? I kind of feel like I could take the hammer and just go roundy round and get it, but I don't know. I got 2 seals, so we can screw it up once, and then after that we'll have a problem. But some brake clean and some paper towel action. I thought that maybe I would have, I just bought a roll the other day, but I don't know where I put them. I'm thinking out loud, friends. There's a lot of thinking that goes on when you're fixing things, and I try to cut that out so you don't have to watch 15 minutes of me just staring at something, deciding in my head what I'm going to do next. But I think that we do need to clean this up really good. And then we also need our orange hammer, which is over there, which you don't need to know where over there is, but it's over there. I'll get that. And we'll see if we can't make this go. I don't have any piece of pipe that's exactly going to be the right size to go over that. It needs to be about that long to be able to use it as a driver. So I think we're just going to tap it around as we go. We'll grease up the center lip of the seal really good so that it goes over that, and then we should be fine. So let's reconvene in just a second. All right. Well, the good news is I found the paper towels. Bad news is I left them out in the rain. So they're pre-wet. That's okay. It's basically, it was clean. I just wanted to make sure that I had all of that the appropriate way. Now let's get the seal lubed up if we can. Or not. We don't have to do that either because struggle things. See if we can. I got some grease here in my hand. This one's actually a double lip seal, so maybe it's a little bit improved over what was in there. Probably not though. I mean, it's going to do the same thing. It's just going to keep some dirt from getting out into it. Let's get the outer edge of the seal. I'm working on it, getting it prepped. Prep work, friends. That's the key to life. It's not doing it, it's getting it ready to do it. You know? Making sure you have all of the things. All of the things. Let's coat the outer edge of this seal in the old number 2. The old number 2. Get in there, mama. I need to clean my hands so I don't accidentally get some on the wrong stuff. Oh, now it's gonna play a game of, it's gonna be hard to get that on there to keep the lip of the seal from wanting to roll. Oh, that's gonna be a trick. Come on, baby. Well, this is not going well. See, we're gonna have a, okay, I got another idea, but I don't know if I can do it fast enough to make it happen. I need a pop bottle, and I need to cut it right quick and try to make a sleeve to put around the shaft and hold that seal away from the shaft. I think, see, because what it's going to do is it's going to roll that up, and I don't want that to do that thing. Like that, see? We don't want that. Well, it's... Maybe it'll just go anyway. That is not good at all. Not good at all, friends. That is terrible. We're going to be using the second seal before too long. That is too far in. That is not working good at all. We have just fornicated ourselves pretty good. That's what I was afraid of. We're going to have to be more precise than that. And I can't do it. Well, that sucks a lot. And you're gonna say, why would that be bad? It's bad, friends. It's bad. That ain't gonna work. Dang it! There's no way to get that pop back out of there either, other than destroying it. I don't really know what I'm gonna do, to be honest with you. I know I gotta get that out of there, because that ain't gonna fly. It started in at an angle, and usually seals don't hold the shape like that. Usually they go out, and this one did not. This one went all the way. But I can't go all the way because, as discussed before, back there at the back, it's not gonna, that won't work. I would love it to be that far back, but that ain't gonna, that's just not gonna work. I just can't, I don't know if I can get that behind it and pry it up. Nope. No, friends, no. I'm gonna have to put a screw in it and pull it back out. I give it an E for effort. Friends, I'm not proud of what's happened here today. I don't believe that that's gonna stay. I'm not gonna tell you what I've all done. That's none of your business. But I think I'm gonna put it back together today to see if I can't get it to hold enough oil that I can mow. And then beyond that, we'll have to order some more seals and perhaps make a driver that will do the thing that it needs to do. I don't know how much oil actually goes behind that seal into that groove or into that oil channel, but you would think that it would be, you would think that it could keep up and there wouldn't be so much pressure behind there. That's, I think vibration just loosened it out of there, is what I think. But I can't answer that for 100% certain. I don't know. All I know is that the seal was out and now it's not. So we're gonna see what happens. And if it works, it works. If the motor blows up, because it runs out of oil, I guess the motor blows up because it runs out of oil. It shouldn't. But I'm just very curious to see what's going to happen. Because I am not convinced that I have a very good thing going here. But maybe I do. All right, those are tight. Now, let me see if I have new belts. If I have all new belts, we'll put new belts on them. We'll get these dried out somehow and save them for spares. But I'm pretty sure I have new ones because I kept them for extras. But, friends, I'm not enamored with this. I just don't know. I just don't know that I did the thing correctly, but we'll see. I gotta figure out what's what here. That must have a spring in it like on a car tensioner. That's the one for the drive. Oh, I don't think I got it, friends. I don't think I got the right belt. Extra. I'm pretty sure this is a deck belt. Yeah, because it's super long. That's not it. Okay, well, we're gonna just hose this down as good as we can. I would say now that it's not getting drenched with oil, it'll probably work fine. But you never know. Okay, let's get off of there. We gotta get to the back groove. He says as he can't. How did I do that a while ago? Somehow I did it with magic. Oh, no. It doesn't go around that one. That's how I did it. It goes behind this one, over that one, over this one. Needs to go under that one, under that idler. We need to get the ratchet back, which is in the bottom one right now. Gotcha. Wasn't thinking too smooth. Okay, let's get that tucked under there. And then let's get that up over here. Oh, we're gonna have to go another click or two. Come on. Come on, you. I should probably put it on this one first and then, yeah. Come on, got one more click. Can I go shorter with the ratchet and get more clicks? Maybe. There we go. Come on. Okay, is that gonna go? That holds tension on that. So that should be good to go. Now the deck belt, it's oil soaked too, so let's just go ahead and change it. I got one of those we haven't used. Okay, now this one needs to go. Oh, I need to have the clutch on there, dum-dum. I need to get this around that bottom one. And then it goes in there, and it goes on there. All right, let's do that. Oh, was that? I guess that was that long. Let's see here. I can't see what I'm doing. Can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Get in there. Let's put the belt on so we don't have to. I guess that's how far it was. It seems like it was further. Let's get that strange clip in there. Let's put this back. If we do it right, we'll twist that off in the crank. And then we'll get to fix that too. Alright. Now the only thing Ross did dumb was he unhooked the spring. That was dumb. Hook the spring so you can't get that. Right back up. There we go. Oh. Is that all the tighter that is? That doesn't seem. Is that right? That arm hits that clutch? That can't be right. Oh, I see what the problem is. The belt's not in the groove on the bottom. That would make sense. You should never get that close to that clutch. Okay, now how's Ross going to do that with enough? Uh-oh. Ross doesn't have enough lever. Come on. Come on. There we go. There. That's more better. Even though he didn't get the spring all the way on there, and now he has to do it again. That's not going to stay, is it? Nope. Told you. See, I know stuff by now. And I know when things aren't going to play nice. And now I know I can't even get the... Oh. Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. Let's try again. Get out of there. Get out of there. This would be so simple if you would just participate correctly. Now, stay like that. And let's see, how do we get that going? Okay. Now we gotta put this clutch back together. That doesn't look very promising, but it'll probably work. Okay. Well, Turf Tiger, close the lid on you. We should probably watch it and see if it's going to leak. Or I'll just do the opposite of that and keep closing it up. Let's see if I have another filter. Now would be as good a time as any to just go ahead and change the rest of the oil. I mean, it doesn't have that many hours on it, but it's empty now pretty well, so it would be the time. Let me go grab that. I know I got oil, but I don't know if I got another filter. I should have, but you never know. All right, I should probably take a picture of oh, somebody called back, and I need to call him back, I guess. So I need to table you, but what I'm gonna do is yeah, change the filter and then oil and all that. So just a minute. Oh, friends, here we go. I was talking to actually the guy that owns that one yard Dad and I went to with the baler parts. He said he actually messaged me on TikTok, and he said, hey, he said, you were just down here the other day, and he said, I got a question for you about 55 series Oliver. So anyway, that's what I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to cheat, friends. I don't want to have to get something else. But the sad part about the red pliers is they're so precise, you can't hardly trick them into participating here. And this filter shouldn't even be that tight. I just put this on in the spring. Maybe I need to go tighter than looser now that I got a dent in it. No, that was the wrong mistake. Try again. Going this way. Red pliers. Now, come on. Okay, we're gonna go trick number 2. I don't like to do this, but I guess it doesn't like me to do that either because it's not doing what I want. Come on. There. Now you'll turn out of there, I bet. He says it doesn't turn out of there. Jeez. That's on there pretty tight. Now, come on. Struggle bus is real, friends. Trying to get it going and it don't want to go. Get in there, you. Come on, Mama. That should be loose enough. There. All that for... I'll tell you. Sometimes in life, friends, I just don't know. Things go more difficult than necessary. Just because. Just because. Let's clean that off of there. Let's clean that off of there. And let's get a little lubins on the new one. Oh, okay. I got you covered with oil and me. So we both shared that experience. Get on there, Mama. Look at that. Just look at it. I don't remember what the oil capacity of this was. I thought it was about 2 quarts, but we'll see. Well, that wouldn't do, would it, to put the... What did I do at the top? The green top. That's fine, friends, that's fine. I like to struggle for no reason. Let's give her a check and make sure that we don't fill it too much. It needs a little bit more. This back in for a minute, even though we may not be done yet. I don't even know if you can ever see anything, you know, I'm not paying attention. Okay, there she's got a lot of oil. I think it's good. We'll check it later. Anywho's, I guess it's due for a test run now, isn't it? We should probably re-engage the hydros. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, the other one. Let's take the red pliers. Taking the red pliers. All right, friends. I need to remember what we got to do. Parking brake probably on. I need to have something on the seat for some reason. I don't know. Well, there's no gaseous cloud. Okay, drive it around a minute. Oh. No oil is running out, so that's good. Doesn't. Well, I think we might have got it fixed. Ouch, that's hot. Let's shut her down. You wouldn't think that the exhaust gas would be too hot to just flip that real quick, but it really is when it's blowing out on you. All right, friends, I think we might have accomplished this somehow. I don't know. I'm not happy with that seal, so I'm going to order more and have them on hand. And I envision that we'll probably be doing this again, because that is a common problem with these, I guess. And I figure that the vibration is going to make her let loose. But it might work for a good while. It might. It might last for a long while. It might block off the oil passage and make the thing self-destruct. I don't know. I would think that if that oil passage wouldn't take the oil away fast enough, I would think that what it would do is push the seal out before it did anything, and we'd be right back to where we started. That would be my thinking before catastrophic engine failure, but you never know. You never know. I think we've done about all the good we can for it, and I think we're in good shape. So friends, we're going to call this one here. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. After watching what you just saw, do you feel like your IQ has dropped lower than your credit score? Well, there's no reason that both of us should be miserable, so go ahead and hit that thumbs up and leave a comment. That stuff costs you nothing, and it really helps me out. Your banker may not approve, but I know mine will. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.